Welcome back to Hair Loss Girl Boss. My name is Jess, and this is where we talk about hair loss, all things wigs, alternative hair, confidence, fashion, and we have a little bit of fun. So let's get into this wig closet. I don't think I've ever shown my wig closet on film before, and mainly because it's a little bit of a disaster, which I will show you in just a few minutes. It has been on my to-do list to organize this for months, so today we're gonna do it. We're finally gonna do it. Let's organize my wig closet together. Yeah, needs a little work. Let's do this. I did order new wig stands to help with this situation, but we're gonna go through, and then also I just wanna see what I have also that I can give away, because I do like doing giveaways periodically because nobody needs this much hair. So I had this closet designed specifically for my wigs. I don't think I'm using it to its full capabilities. Let's see. These types of stands I really like for travel. This is a great wig stand because you can take it apart. This will lay perfectly flat in your luggage. So easy to take with you if you're going somewhere, so you have somewhere to put your wigs. Favorite type of wig stands are this type. I just like the dome on top, and it's adjustable. So if you have a longer wig or a shorter wig, you can raise this up and down. If you want to get super fancy, there's these brass ones. Now these were pretty pricey. I think it was like $70 for 4 of them. It's a little much. I mean, I think they're really pretty. So if you have a couple wigs that you want to have out on display, I think they're great. Add a little extra polish to it, but totally not necessary to spend that kind of money on a wig stand. So I think I'm going to start just moving the wigs that are already on stands kind of out of the way, and then we can see what hair's left over. Some of these wigs are freshly washed. I just have not gotten around to styling them. This is my Silk or Lace Halsey wig. She's clean. She just needs a curling. That's everything currently on a wig stand. So this is my Tresses by Jules Sheena Light. This is one of my newer wigs. So a couple tips when it comes to storing your wigs. You obviously do not need to have a dedicated closet to your wigs, but I will say, if you're gonna have your wigs out on a stand, keep them away from direct sunlight. So don't put these on your dresser, or if it's near a window, don't put these in front of a window. It will oxidize your wig faster. So you wanna keep them in a darker place. A 12-inch sari lace top from Lena's. I've had this wig for almost 3 years now. This is my cute little 10-inch bob Miri lace front from Lena's in the color 1-8. If you have a variety of wigs, but maybe you're only wearing 2 in a rotation for a while, keep only those 2 out, I would say. And if you're going to have the other ones out on stands, you can even put like a satin or a silk scarf over top, just so they're not collecting dust or any kind of like debris from the air on the hair. There are so many different ways that you can store your wigs. So some people have a whole wig wall, and they'll take M3 hooks, put the hook on the wall, and then take a little styrofoam ball and put it on the hook. I think that's a really cute idea if you want to almost use your wigs as wall art. I think it's fantastic. There are hanger wig stands. So if you have extra room in your closet, they hang on a clothing rod and then have a round section where you can hang your wig from. I ordered more of this type from Amazon. So I think, oh, you know what? Here's what I don't like about these. You see that? They have that little like spike in them. Now, obviously, we don't want this going anywhere near a lace top or a silk top because we don't want to poking through anything. Here we go. So again, this has the telescoping stand. So longer wig, shorter wig. It's nice to have that option. Ta-da! The reason I actually ordered this box is because it was kind of a bulk order, and I think I got 8, and I want to say it was for $35, which I feel like is a really good deal. One topic that comes up fairly frequently is, how do I have so many wigs? And that is a great question, and I will tell you that it is completely unnecessary to have this many wigs. Nobody needs this many wigs. The only reason I have so many is because this is kind of what I do. When I first started the Hair Loss Girl Boss account, it was a secret account. It was my kind of therapy as I was going through my hair loss. It was never started with the intention of it growing into anything, especially not where it is today. So I am blessed and fortunate that this community has grown, and now I get to spend my time working on my passion. Like, I don't even want to call it a job. So with that comes, trying wigs and working with brands. I do have a lot of wigs, but it is also a combination of things. So obviously when I first started wearing wigs, I purchased all of the wigs that I was wearing. Then as the community started growing, my page started growing, I started being contacted from other brands saying like, we'd love to send you a wig in exchange for content. So at that point, I didn't know anything about social media. I didn't know about charging for content. I didn't know anything. Brands would send me wigs and I would make content. It was great because I got to learn more about a bunch of different brands and I got to try out their wigs and I got to share that all with you and I absolutely loved it. There are also brands that will send wigs and if I like it, I will make content with it, but I don't keep that wig necessarily. Eventually, it's kind of like a loaner. Eventually, I do have to send it back to them. So it's not a wig that I get to keep or that I own. Then, of course, there are gifted wigs where I'm working with that brand. So they are gifted. And then I'm also paid to work with that brand. I will, however, say that I am very picky about the brands that I work with. And I have been very lucky that a lot of the brands that I work with and end up having a partnership with are brands that I was either already wearing and had bought on my own previously and loved them. And I was like, oh my gosh, of course I want to work with you. Or other brands where I've had the opportunity to really try them and see what they're all about, wear the wigs and really love them. And then those are the brands that I work with. So I don't work with every brand that approaches me. I do try to be very selective with who I work with because I only want to share with you guys wigs and brands that I actually wear in everyday life. Because I think that's the only way really that you can share an opinion is when it's authentic and it's something that I'm actually doing every single day. This was not what I did as an everyday thing, and working with brands and making videos about wigs was not what I got to do. I think I would have a hat wig, absolutely. I would have a synthetic for the summer, and I would have probably 2 lace top wigs that were similar, almost like sister wigs. Maybe not the exact same wigs, but similar to each other so that if I was washing one or one needed maintenance, I have a backup ready to go. I think in an ideal wig wearing world, those are probably the 4 wigs that I would have. 2 lace tops, 1 synthetic, and 1 hat wig. And I think you are good to go. If you are a big gym goer and you don't want to wear a hat wig for that, then maybe having a dedicated active wig is also a good idea, but also depends on your lifestyle. That would be my suggestion for an ideal wig wardrobe. Not this. They're all put together, so let's continue on with our organizing. Also, if you're wondering, this is Jenny. Audrey named her. She saw my wig on the stand. She's like, Mommy, can I draw on it? I was like, sure, why not? Have at it. And this is the masterpiece. I'm going to take this little bob and put her in here. Jenny's going to get some hair. What do you think? What do you think, Jenny? This is my Hustle wig midi length in the color Dark Roast. This is the first wig I ever bought. I just got this back from Vigor Wig. I thought I ruined this wig when I tried to cut bangs into it because I did not do a good job with it. And she was able to save it. She did a treatment on it. So now this feels like almost a brand new wig here. Very first lace top wig I ever bought. This is from Lena. This is a 12-inch Miri lace front. Oh, this is actually a wig I just did a giveaway with, and I need to box her up and mail her out today, so she will not be getting a wig stand. Toppers. And I don't typically put toppers on wig stands, and I'm also going to be giving a bunch of these away, so be on the lookout for those. Show you where the wigs that I wear frequently live and where I do a lot of my filming. That room up there where I have the wig closet is my office. I don't use it very much. I actually sit at the kitchen table a lot with my computer. I spend a lot of time in my closet. This is where I do a lot of my filming, my vanity. That is like the only actual light I ever use when I'm filming. Other than that, I usually just stick my phone on a window and I use natural lights. I'm just gonna take these upstairs with us and make sure they get a stand because these are the ones that I actually wear the most frequently right now. I find that my rotation does kind of change. It depends on the season, depends what I'm feeling. But usually I have between 2 and 3 wigs that I kind of cycle through and that I'll wear. And then once I have to wash those, then I'll usually switch to something else. So we're gonna give Micah here a wig stand. This is Micah from Diaco Hair. One of my absolute favorite wigs ever. My Madison wigs. This is the first Madison wig I've ever had. I've had it for a couple months now and I absolutely love this wig. It is so comfy. I love the cap. This is the Callie. I love the color. She was definitely an MVP on vacation. We only have 2 left. This is Zora. This is another Diaco wig that I have. Giving a lot of these away, so please keep an eye out if you're a topper girly. I haven't seen this wig in a while. So I bought this. This was like a secondhand wig Lena randomly had. I had mentioned I wanted a pony wig or an active wig or something. It's called a Wonder Wig. And What makes a pony wig different is the way the wefts are sewn. So you can see here, these are sewn in a circular motion, so it almost looks like a Cinnabon. So that's what lets you pull the hair up higher rather than having those horizontal lines across the back. This has been thinned like an insane amount. It was so thick, it was crazy. Then I just decided to experiment on this wig. So I tried cutting some like little baby hairs and fringe. I tried bleaching the knots on this by myself, which actually I don't think I did a terrible job on, but it's just, it's like an unruly wig. I mean, it obviously needs to be brushed. So maybe I should try to revive this. Do we want Jenny front and center? We saw 2 more wig stands. Okay, I can put 2 more wigs. I also inexplicably have a stack of books in this closet that I should probably move. Better than it was, I will say that. Another way to store your wigs, if you don't want to keep them out, you don't want to put them on display or have them on stands like this, or maybe you have other wigs that you're not wearing at the moment and you're not really sure what to do with them, you can absolutely keep them in their box. That is not a big deal. The other way to store your wigs would be in satin bags like this, or like the Hustle wig gives these amazing travel bags. It's almost like a garment bag for your wig, and it has a little hanger you can put in there. So these are great for travel, but also great for storing your wig when you're not wearing it. So you could even just hang this in your closet if you wanted to, and you can see which wig you have there through the plastic. So there's also options like this if you don't happen to have a Hustle wig, but there are options like that on Amazon if you want to hang them straight in your closet also. So overall, my tips for storing wigs would be keep them away from direct sunlight. If you're not wearing it frequently, have it on a stand. I would put a silk or satin scarf over top, or store them in the box they came in or the satin bag that they come with. Those are also fantastic options. And then also after you've worn your wig, if you're going to store it, give it a comb out. Make sure you get any tangles out of the nape, out of the ends. It's just going to be a lot better for the wig, especially when you go to pick it up and throw it on for the next time, so that way you don't have any tangles. Hope this was helpful. The wig closet looks so much better. Thank you for doing this with me, and it kind of forced me to get myself organized. But I'm also going to be doing some videos to show you each of the wigs that I have in here, why I love them, and also keep an eye out for those giveaways I talked about. And I hope to see you in the next video.